Hello children, welcome to your 6th standard chemistry class. We are discussing the book back exercises for chapter 5 separation of substances. Already we have discussed up to 4th question. Isn't it children? Yes. In this session we are going to discuss from the 5th question. Let us see. Okay, 5th question. How will you separate sand and water from their mixture? How will you separate sand and water from their mixture? Answer. We will separate sand and water by sedimentation and decondension method. We will separate sand and water by sedimentation and decondension method. First, we leave this mixture for some time. After some time, the sand which is heavier is settled down at the bottom. After some time, the sand which is heavier is settled down at the bottom. After that, we will pour water into another container and the mixture will be separated. After that, we will pour water into another container and the mixture will be separated. Okay, children, do you understand? How will you separate sand and water from their mixture? Sand and water are separated by sedimentation and decondension process. Okay, children. Write the question and answer in your chemistry notebook clearly. Then 6th question. Is it possible to separate sugar mixed with wheat flour? Is it possible to separate sugar mixed with wheat flour? If yes, how will you do it? If yes, how will you do it? Let us see the answer. It is possible to separate sugar mixed with wheat flour, children? Yes. Yes. It is possible to separate a mixture of sugar and wheat flour. Yes. It is possible to separate a mixture of sugar and wheat flour. Okay. Then, how will you do it? How will you do it? This can be done by the process of sieving. This can be done by the process of sieving. If the mixture of sugar and wheat flour is allowed to pass through a sieve, then the fine wheat flour particles would pass through the sieve. The sugar particles would be retained by the sieve. If the mixture of sugar and wheat flour is allowed to pass through a sieve, then the fine wheat flour particles would pass through the sieve. Then sugar particles would be retained by the sieve. Okay, children. Next, 7th one. How would you obtain clear water from a sample of muddy water? How would you obtain clear water from a sample of muddy water? Answer. Clear water can be obtained from a sample of muddy water by the method of filtration. Clear water can be obtained from a sample of muddy water by the method of filtration. In this method, the sample of muddy water is poured through a cloth having fine pores or through a filter paper. In this method, the sample of muddy water is poured through a cloth having fine pores or through a filter paper. Water will pass through the filtering medium, leaving behind the mud. Water will pass through the filtering medium, leaving behind the mud. 8th one. Filling the blanks. Filling the blanks. A. The method of separating seeds of paddy from its stalk is called dash. The method of separating seeds of paddy from its stalk is called dash. What's the answer, children? Yes. Threshing. 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 Okay. Then B. When milk is cooled after boiling and poured on a piece of cloth Cream is left behind on it. When milk is cooled after boiling and poured on a piece of cloth, cream or malai is left behind on it. This process of separating cream from milk is an example of This process of separating cream from milk is an example of dash. What's the separation method here, children? Yes. Filtration. Filtration. Okay. Note it in your book. Textbook. Page number 44. Okay, children. Filling the blanks. Write the answer in your book, page number 44. Then C. Salt is obtained from seawater by the process of dash. Salt is obtained from seawater by the process of dash. Which method is used to separate salt from seawater, children? Yes. Evaporation. The answer is evaporation. Next, D. Impurities settled at the bottom when muddy water was kept overnight in a bucket. Impurities settles at the bottom when muddy water was kept overnight in a bucket. Clear water was then poured from top. Clear water was then poured from top. The process of separation used in this example is called dash. The process of separation used in this example is dash. What's the process of separation used in this method, children? Settling down of the heavier particles is called sedimentation. Then pouring the clear water into another container is called decantation. What's the answer for this fill-ups, children? Decantation. Okay. Question number 9. True or false? True or false? Write the answer for this also in your textbook, page number 44. True or false? A. A mixture of milk and water can be separated by filtration. A mixture of milk and water can be separated by filtration. Is it a true statement, children? No. We cannot separate milk and water by filtration process. So, A is a false one. False. The next B. A mixture of powdered salt and sugar can be separated by the process of winnowing. A mixture of powdered salt and sugar can be separated by the process of winnowing. It is a true or false statement, children? It's also a false one because we cannot separate salt and sugar by winnowing method. Next, C. Separation of sugar from tea can be done with filtration. Separation of sugar from tea can be done with filtration. What's the answer for the children? It's a true or false one. It is a false statement. Separation of sugar from tea can be done with filtration is a false statement. Okay, next. D. Grain and husk can be separated with the process of decantation. Grain and husk can be separated with the process of decantation. What's the answer, children? It's also a false one. The answer is false. So then the last question, 10th one. 10th one. Lemonade is prepared by mixing lemon juice and sugar in water. Lemonade is prepared by mixing lemon juice and sugar in water. You wish to add ice to cool it. You wish to add ice to cool it. Should you add ice to the lemonade before or after dissolving sugar? Should you add ice to the lemonade before or after dissolving sugar? In which case would it be possible to dissolve more sugar? In which case would it be possible to dissolve more sugar? Can you understand this question, children? Lemonade is nothing but lemon juice. How will you prepare lemon juice? We prepare lemon juice by mixing lemon juice and sugar in water. Isn't it, children? Yes. We add ice. We add ice. For what reason? For cooling. Okay. Then, when will you add ice? After dissolving sugar or before dissolving sugar? In which case more sugar will dissolve? After adding ice or before adding ice? Do you understand the question, children? இப்போது இந்த கொஸ்டின் பாருங்கம்மா 10th one. இப்போ லெமன் ஜூஸ் வந்து என்ன பண்ணுறோன்னா ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணோம். எப்படி ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணுவோம்? லெமன் ஸ்க்யூஸ் பண்ணி அந்த ஜூஸ் எடுத்துகிட்டு தென் அது கூட வாட்டர் சுகர் மிக்ஸ் பண்ணுவோம். கூலிங்காக ஐஸ் க்யூப்ஸ் போடுவோம். அப்படி தானே? தென் இப்போ நம்ம சுகர் வந்து எப்போ ஆட் பண்ணுவோம்? ஃபஸ்ட்டு சுகர் ஆட் பண்ணிவிட்டு அப்புறம் ஐஸ் க்யூப் போடுறது பெட்டரா, அல்லது ஐஸ் க்யூப் ஆட் பண்ணிவிட்டு சுகர் போடுவோமா? இப்போது எந்த ஸ்டேஜில் சுகர் வந்து ஈஸியாக டிசால்வ் ஆகும்? ஐஸ் க்யூப் ஆட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு முன்னாடியா அல்லது ஆட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு அப்புறமா? எப்போம்மா ஈஸியாக டிசால்வ் ஆகும்? பிஃபோர் ஆடிங் தி ஐஸ். பிகாஸ் டெம்பரேச்சர் வந்து டிக்ரீஸ் ஆனால் சாலிபிலிட்டியும் டிக்ரீஸ் ஆகும். டெம்பரேச்சர் வந்து அதிகமாக இருக்கும்போது தான் ஈஸியாக சாலிபிள் ஆகும் சுகர். ஸோ நம்ம ஐஸ் ஆட் பண்ணும்போது கூலிங் ஆயிரும். அப்படி தான் அந்த ஜூஸ் வந்து கூல் ஆயிரும். ஸோ அதுக்கப்புறமா நம்ம சுகரை மிக்ஸ் பண்ணோன்னா ஈஸியாக சுகர் மிக்ஸ் ஆகாது. ஸோ ஐஸ் க்யூப் ஆட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே தான் நம்ம சுகர் அந்த ஜூஸில் போட்டு டிசால்வ் பண்ணுவோம். ஓகே சில்ட்ரன்? ஓகே, லெட் us see the answer. The solubility of a substance decreases with decrease in temperature. The solubility of the substance decreases with decreases in temperature. After the addition of ice, the temperature of the lemonade decreases. And dissolving sugar in cold water is difficult. Therefore, ice should be added to lemonade after dissolving sugar. The Do you understand, children? Okay. Write the question and answer in your chemistry note and study well, children.